this is a really good offensive team. You got to be able to pitch in. He's got to have that sinker going to the right, and he's got to have the cutter going to keep guys off balance. And he's shown he can do that in the past, and I hope he can do that tonight.
Anything new with Ramon, anything new with him?
He is rehabbing. He's going to play in a rehab game tomorrow, so he's going to DH tomorrow.
Tate.
Tate's pitching tonight in Norfolk.
Ramon's in Norfolk, or where is he at?
Oh shoot. He's in a minor league. Where's Urias at? Where's Urias rehabbing? Aberdeen.
How do you think Michael Gibbons looked in his first appearance?
Yeah, kind of a tough spot. Put him in the tie game in the 7th against the top of their lineup. But he was going to be. We had really 2 right-handers available. I didn't want to use him at the end of the game, so I used him first. I thought he had good stuff. I just didn't think his command was real good, and he walked the first guy. That was unfortunate, and then it had the pitch clock violation, which didn't help either. So, still getting accustomed to. You can pitch all the rehab games you want. It's nothing like pitching in front of 42,000 in Toronto, and so happy to get him out there, and I think he felt good after. So that's really the main thing.
Brandon, you're obviously happy to get him back, but having him back does make your bullpen a little less optionable. The flexibility there kind of changes. How do you guys kind of approach that as this season continues?
Just day to day, honestly. The way bullpen can flux, and you plan all you want, but things happen crazy in this game and in this league. So it's really a day-to-day process with our bullpen. We're really happy with how our guys are throwing the baseball.
Brandon, to that end, with this bullpen, especially Cano, I'm wondering what you're seeing that's allowing him to not just have the success he's having, but having the command. If he were to end his season right now, he'd have the most innings pitched without having walked a guy. I assume you're not going to hold him out for the remainder of the season, and you plan to keep using him?
That's correct.
Yes.
Yep.
So, given that, though,
yeah.
What is it that you're seeing? It's not a different pitch mix even than he had last year, and even in the minor leagues.
Yeah, I think they did try to tighten up his delivery a little bit in spring training, and it just allowed him to get confidence and to be able to get his command. It's never been about stuff with him. It's about the 96 and 90 miles an hour out of the same plane, and being consistent with the arm slot. And he's obviously done extremely well since that time in spring. Had a few good appearances at the end of spring, had some good appearances in Norfolk, and it just kind of kept it rolling. He's done an amazing job for us, so hopefully he can keep it going.
And just related to that, your bullpen over the last couple of years has been just, absolutely knocked down at the end of the games, but they're not doing it with the same pitch. There's not necessarily a consistency, whether it's, the screwball with Felix or, the sinker, in this case with Cano. What is it? What is sort of the commonality that you see out of this bullpen having the success you've had last year and this year?
Well, when we throw strikes, we have success. And when our guys are able with their stuff to be able to work ahead in the count, puts the hitters in a defensive position. It's all about, these guys, we have some big stuff in our bullpen. And for our guys to be able to work ahead in the count and to be able to get to high leverage counts for them, that's when they're rolling, and that's what Cano's doing. Cano's working ahead in the count. Felix, when he's really good, it's the hitter doesn't know if it's a 100 coming or a split coming. Dylan Tate, when he gets here, last year he had a lot of success just by working ahead in the count, 95-mile-an-hour sinker. So I like that we have a little bit of different variety of pitches. Bauman's different than both. It's different than Cano. It's different than Batista. Our 2 lefties are way different. They offer different pitch mix. So for me, the best bullpens have a little bit of something different with each guy. But the commonality is honestly just working ahead in the count and throwing strikes.